Why work for something when you can steal it? It's always been my philosophy.
Hello everyone out there listening in the non-space that is the internet. This is your pal, J.Ishiro Finney, author of Case File Arkham, World War Kaiju Utopiates, and soon to be many more graphic novels that you will love. Today we've got a treat for you. Kat is here to do a live review of Chesea Cain's Man-Eaters. She's going in blind here. She's never read it. She knows very little about it. She just knows that it has to do with periods and werecats, apparently. So sit down, strap in, and Kat's just going to go page by page and tell you what she thinks. Okay, you don't know much about man-eaters.
No, I just know what you have said, that the creator, Chesea, apparently is not doing this as a joke, means this as a way of expressing to young girls that it's okay to have your period. And I have to say, to start off with, the cover of kitty paws in a pink background, yeah, that is eye-catching, but what got me the most was if you flip it over to the back, it looks like a 1950s ad for, I guess, Perrier water. But instead, when you read it, it says, put some hair on your chest, certified estrogen-free water for boys. And it has a picture of a very cute little Aryan boy on the back. And quite frankly, I'm looking at this, not having read the book yet, trying to figure out which direction is the joke supposed to go. Because my very first gut reaction was, give me some of that. You know, I avoid estrogen products like the plague. If it says soy on it, I don't touch it. Because estrogens cause me to go insane. Estrogens cause everybody to go insane. I love how many women are on this project. Apparently, it takes 4 women and 1 man to make this book. Okay, opening it up. By order of the Ministry of Trouble, and this is all in pink and red. Public notice. Please be advised, there has been a cat attack in your area. If you see a cat, do not approach. Do not provoke. Seek shelter immediately. Are you infected? Get tested for Toxoplasmosis X. So basically, if you are a pussy, or if you have a pussy, you need to be tested. Oh, dear God. Okay. So the first page is exactly what I was talking about before. The little girl playing dollies with her tampons. Well, they're kind of laying it on a bit thick with this cat thing. There's cats everywhere. She's got cat posters on her wall. Bedspread's got kitty cats all over it. She has a sleeping cat next to her. She's got paw print stickers on her mirror too. By the way, pink psychologically causes you to go insane. They've done studies. Pink causes you to go insane. So avoid anybody who is this much obsessed with pink. She has a very phallic-looking cactus that has a little purple hat on it. So she's playing dollies with her tampons, having them fly through the air, and then there's a knock at the door. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, hey, Dad. I've got to go to work. You okay for a few hours? I'm 12. I'm totally fine. Can I get YouTube Red? No. Can I have the Netflix password? No. Can I get a new Minecraft skin? No. Can I have ice cream? Just 2 scoops. Okay, love you. Love you too, Maud. Wait, who talks like this? So then she turns and breaks the 4th wall and starts talking to the audience and says, oh, that's my dad. No shit. Then the next page is a stark black and white picture of I guess her dad drunk at a bar. So then you turn the page and we get the father blueprint, and it's this scientific image of, I guess, what goes into a dad. She obviously holds most important her dad's money. And then there's a little spin wheel of things my dad says, which is, do you have homework tonight? Eat a vegetable. Why are you crying? If that's on the wheel of things you're frequently saying to your daughter, you need to get her into therapy. My dad says that being a homicide detective is just like any other job. Okay, I'm telling you right now, this page now has just made me has just broken me. This is too stupid. Meanwhile, Gaia from Captain Planet is apparently his partner. And that's really what she looks like. She looks exactly like Gaia from Captain Planet, right down to the purple sarong. Yeah, that's standard issue for police. There is nothing here that tells me that this is a police crime scene, except for the line that says "Do not cross crime scene." These two people standing here do not look like cops. They look like passersby that are gawking at the horror show that has unfolded in front of them at their favorite pencil store. Writer tip. If you say, "as you can see," don't have what you are referring to off camera. That page right there just tells me how stupid this is going to be. I was making fun of it before, but that page itself defies logic. 2-page spread of this building, and I kind of feel like it's a Where's Waldo page. Oh, they're in Portland. Oh, no wonder. No wonder everybody's insane. We have 2 people of color on the top floor saying, "Why at award shows do women get kissed on the cheek and men get handshakes? I don't know. And what's with all the prostitutes in space? Like every sci-fi movie, there has to be prostitutes. What sci-fi movies is she watching? That's the future you want to show girls? Is it so hard to imagine a universe without a dominant heteronormative society? I'm thinking of growing a porn stash." Now we get the aforementioned dismembered body. And yes, it is quite bloody, in fact. So it says, when the police suspect a big cat attack, they're required to immediately turn the case over to the Strategic Cat Apprehension Team. SCAT? Really? Really? You called the anti-cat team SCAT. Really? And there's even a sign that's like a cat paw that's all in gold that says SCAT on the wall of the, and they even have their own little badges. Did the writer and the artist even, talk to each other? Whoever the hell approved of this, you need to be fired. There is nothing about that panel that is in reality. Nothing. He's a beta male bitch who, she obviously doesn't have respect for him. And you know what? On that level, that is realistic. Her father, is a beta male bitch, and she's a teenage girl. She's looking for a strong father figure to look up to, and he's not fulfilling that. Of course she's going to be pissed. Okay, you have a big animal loose that is killing people. In fact, it is dismembering them. It's not just killing them, it is dismembering them. You want to alert the populace. So you're going to distribute pink flyers? No, you don't have, the mayor or the governor or, the mayor of this town getting in front of cameras and saying, okay, we don't want everybody to panic. I'm going to institute a curfew. We've got our experts on the streets. We're going to track this thing down, and we're going to make the streets safer for all of us once again. So yeah, there should be the equivalent to an Amber Alert. People's phones should be blowing up. Where are those alerts on here? You're going to go to the police and say, we're going to distribute flyers. That's retarded. I'm sorry. I just turned the page and saw the next page, and it's and she's shocked because she's going, Mom, and it's because Mom is flipping out and holding a gun to her daughter's head that says, easy honey, no sudden movements. I love you, Bella, but we knew this day was coming. You're a danger to the community. If you lose control, we're all dead. It's like, yes, and that's why menstrual huts were invented. Please, Mom, I don't want to go. But I have a game. And then another kid's being shoved into their car. It says, but I have a game today. And then it has a picture of Time magazine with a cat girl on it. And it says, our girls turning into killer cats. Oh, shit. The panel right under the Time magazine is of a cat box with smelly cat turds in it. And it says the whole thing was traced back to cat poop. It lives in cat poop. So basically, we all have it. Anyone who's ever changed a litter box, or played in a sandbox, or touched someone who just pet a cat. Most people never experience any symptoms that change with mutation. Yeah, they called it toxoplasmosis X. You know, the funny thing is that they have found that crazy cat women are really crazy. That there is something in cats. I think it's a parasite, actually. But the more cats you have, the more it builds up in your environment, and it does actually affect your mental functions. And so crazy cat women are indeed crazy. Okay, it cuts to the next picture, and you have all these girls lined up, and they've got their hands in iron mittens. So we have kittens in mittens here. And I guess they're implying that if you're a feminist, you're going to be put into a concentration camp, which is stupid. So teenage girls, don't get anywhere near litter boxes. I swear this was like her reasoning for not changing the litter box when she was a kid, when it was her turn to do it. It's like, I can't, I'll turn into a lycanthrope. There are lots of stories of girls who killed their whole families. No, that's just PMS. Sweetie, everything okay in there? And you have a girl who Now, okay, this is a bad match action. You have a girl who's hooked up to all these different machines and other things like that, and then she turns into a cat, well, a giant panther. You have what looks like silhouettes of scientists watching her do that. That part's fine. It's then the very bottom of the panel, it cuts to, I guess it's a hallway with a closed door and a man-woman knocking on the door asking if their daughter's okay in the bathroom. And then that very same panther leaps out of that room and kills this person. So are we to imply that the scientists purposely set up a situation where a human was going to be killed by one of these cat people? Man with a manly mustache on the TV saying menstruation must end. Thank you and God bless America. I agree, goddammit. I hate going insane every month. They said it was for our own good, to protect us from our natures. Like Beyonce says, women are fierce. Really? Really? Some people will always be against the government putting progesterone and estrogen in the public water supply. Hey, if it keeps harmony in the world and it keeps women from going insane and turning into psycho bitches to their husbands and their children and their coworkers and their friends every month, god damn it, do it. I am all for it. If we can have more sanity and less fucking feelings, more power to them. You know what? Put it in chocolate. Don't put it in the water. Put it in chocolate. That'll solve everything. Next page. Okay, this now proves that this entire thing is being done by a child. That the person who put this together, it has the mentality of a child. Because you have a before image of a uterus with ovaries. And then it has after image. And it's squiggle lines all over that. And it says, the hormones block ovulation. The lining of the uterus stops growing and never sheds. No, that's not how it works. That is totally not how it works. If girls don't get their periods, they can never mutate into ferocious exotic cats. Again, it doesn't work that way. That's not how progesterone or estrogen works. It can prolong the inevitable, but it will inevitably happen. You go crazy in other ways if it doesn't. I think this is somebody dealing with their own personal problems just on their own. No, I think this is her dealing with her own. I have a feeling, because the very last page of this book is her getting her period. Which of the following list best words describes your cat or your girlfriend? These are obviously things that her boyfriend or husband has told her that she's been pissed about. And she's now going to vent it in this book. Does your cat or girlfriend suffer from mood swings? Staring into space, incessant whining, pacing, attempting to get outside? Has your cat or girlfriend ever attacked you viciously for no reason at all? Is your cat or girlfriend in the room right now? No, Chesea, I'm sorry. The question is not whether or not you are a cat. The question of whether or not you are a bitch. No, this actually has all the earmarks of somebody who themselves had a very bad experience being told about a period. Also, I know of absolutely nobody other than other women who make this much deal about a bodily function like this. A guy would be ridiculed if he was to make a serious comic like this about ejaculation or, having, prostate problems. Unless it was a book that was aimed at gay men, and I know for a fact that gay men would have more fun with it. First off, if you can't even get a straight female to agree with you, you failed. Second of all, you're fucking sexist. You're going directly against straight men. If you're trying to be all-inclusive, you've lost a huge demographic by blaming all of this on straight men. Third, I have never in my entire life, and I used to go to a Christian school, I have never in my entire life been given the message that periods are shameful, that our bodies are shameful, that womanhood is shameful, and that our biology is something gross and icky. No, you don't talk about your fucking period at the dinner table. That's just polite in general. It's just like how you don't talk about, vomiting or shitting or anything else that's going to ruin somebody's appetite at the fucking dinner table. That's just being polite in general. That has nothing to do with, a war against your fucking period. I have heard that this book, she's trying to depict cat people with The Handmaid's Tale. No, you're not doing that. You're not doing that at all. Quite frankly, I'm not going to get into The Handmaid's Tale, but this is not what you are doing. This is obviously your personal issues about your own experiences dealing with your period and the fact that you don't like the fact that your boyfriend or husband has called you bossy at some point because you were being a total bitch and needed your chocolate during your period. That's what this comes off as. I could probably go on forever about how completely sexist and offensive I find this book. Turns you into a bloodthirsty animal, causes you to kill and murder, kill and possibly eat and dismember anybody around you. And that is just a rule. You will do this. You will hurt the ones you love. You will hurt the people around you. You are going to be a menace to society. It's not perceived. It is a definite, it is a fact. You are turning into a wild animal in this book. So where's the bad of trying to first stop that change with drugs and then putting people away who may have this happen to them? Where's the bad? This is not an X-Men, Genosha, Sentinels coming to get you situation. You are very clearly in this first story being presented with the idea that anybody under a certain age is going to, in fact, you will turn into a bloodthirsty animal and you will kill people. So why is it bad that they're rounding them up and waiting to see if it actually happens or not? Plus, there's nothing in this book that tells you that you're going to turn back into a normal person. Everything indicates you turn into a man-eater, for using the term, and you're never going back. She fails in trying to show persecution. Well, that's the other thing, is that it's biology has made them this way, and it's society trying to fix a problem. Are they doing it the best way? Maybe not. We don't know yet. But she hasn't made her argument that these people aren't being put away for good reasons. I would say, though, I do think that people need to read this. So I'm going to say borrow, for the sheer fact that this is what you are fighting against. You wanted you want an example of what of why Comicsgate exists. You want to know why your favorite superheroes don't exist anymore in the way that we all know and love. It's because of people like this. This is the woman who had Mockingbird talking about periods. This is apparently a favorite topic of hers. This has no place in superheroes. And if there was to be a place for it in superheroes, then I would say go back to the old school, now you know and knowing is half the battle type, after school specials, and you make it an after school special. I wouldn't let this anywhere near any children that I knew.
Why would